Hello everybody, welcome back. We're gonna start live streaming again. So I've been thinking about what I have to do here. I was actually kind of confused beforehand, but I think I got it now. I think I'm gonna have to do something, because based on what I've seen, there doesn't seem to be anything that I can see here. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be anything more I can inspect there. Let me see here. No, nothing I can do is here. Probably I have to talk to somebody, I would think. Can I talk to you, Francisca? Miles Edgeworth. What is it? Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate, and if you wish to convince everyone else of that, you will speak to me with respect. Huh. What's with this giddy glint in her eyes? I don't think that will really be necessary, Francisca. Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you're still under me. I thought Francisca was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. One second, guys. Alright, there we go, okay. So then why is she still here at this embassy? Okay. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Oh, okay. Investigating something, huh? Okay, one second. What was she investigating, huh? Oh, that's right. The Autogrossi was due to appear at that embassy as well. Yes, but the difference is that we don't have a fire over there. We didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy. Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well too, huh? I see you've met. Well, he's in the Alabastian embassy acting as bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. Huh. Okay. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is the little girl, I see. Is she perhaps trying to be the Autogrossi? Kid would never harm a soul, sir. Oh. You better remember who Kay was. You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago? That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday. So she's that feisty little girl. Kay's been on the trail of the Autogrossi, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life. I see. Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Autogrossi just keeps on tricking us all. How so? The Autogrossi sent a card saying, I'll be there to steal your dirtiest secret. But all we've had is an arson or a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. Okay, so the card said that they were stealing their dirtiest secret, right? So that's why she was there, right? That would seem what it would be. You know what this is, sirs? It's a breach of contract, and it's going on the rap sheet. If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight. I do wonder, though, if Callisto Ryu really is the Autogrossi. Okay, I think this is what they were investigating. The stealing the secret, right? I think that could be it. That would be too obvious. That would be way too obvious. Oh wait, no. Hey, it was right. To steal your dirty secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret that the Autogrossi was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty underhand dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, then, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babalese embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I think I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Okay. I'll talk to you about that. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of a smuggling ring. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we've gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate, and this is what tipped us off. This accounting document? It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the kingdom of Cloudhopia, which means that somewhere in the countries of Alibas and Bauble is the head. The one pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. Huh. Excuse me? That's Francisca for you. She's amazing, pursuing this case with all she has. Huh. Okay. Cloudhopian Embassy. So they report something about the smuggling ring. And weren't the workers here? They were originally looking for the smuggling ring too. Yeah. I remember it was the some of the people who are actually looking for the smuggling ring. One second. Okay, we're back. Oh shoot, I think my mic got too loud. Okay. Okay. I think I can deduce something about this now. Yeah, I can deduce that this has something to do with the smuggling ring. Prove someone in one of the countries is a ringleader. Oh! Okay. I get it now. So they weren't looking for it, but one of the people actually in the Cloudhopian Embassy is a smug leader. A smug leader. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me, is it not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It did look like, that's what I was thinking. I thought this paper had something to do with it. Was Manny Cochin part of the smuggling ring then? By putting our multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you're looking for. Yes, and with this it has become crystal clear that Mr. Cochin himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Bobbly's Inc. Just Bobbly's Inc? That's not really a big deal. Oh, well, it is a big deal, I suppose. Because you can make a lot of money off that. Alright. Bobbly's Inc. Bobbly's Inc. is a special product of the Republic of Bobble. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported. And that reason is? That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Cochin. His base His base was in an embassy, thus it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making it the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation. But it's so frustrating. I lost the person I was to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice. Well, even if he is dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds. You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested. Francisca, you must know that Manny Cochin was a suspect in the KG8 incident. Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there's a matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved. Yeah. We still don't know much about the KG8 incident. Are you done investigating? I don't know why I voiced her so innocently. Because she probably sounds a lot less tender. Okay. You realize now, don't you, that this girl's the only one it could be? No? No? Now come along quietly, Yatagrasu, Cape Verde. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Cochin. Mr. Edgeworth, please, dear, you have to believe me, I didn't do it. I chased a fake Yatagrasu in here, and he was already... Oh... You have the right to remain silent. I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes. What is that supposed to mean? I believe I told you that Cape Verde is not the culprit of this crime. Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Oh. Okay. Why arrest Kay? Even your police confirmed that the Yatagrasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. We didn't confirm that, right? Well, yeah, we probably did. Okay. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagrasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagrasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body. Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagrasu? Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagrasu. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagrasu. Imposter or not, it matters not. The Yatagrasu is the Yatagrasu. Very well then, I should prove to you that Kay is not the Yatagrasu who killed Mr. Manny Cochin. Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutors of this country are made of. Alright. YRSK. Alright, let me see here. Alright, I don't think there's a problem with that one. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagrasu snuck into this embassy. Huh, maybe... What? Hey, hey, yeah, there actually are real world monuments back there. Okay. Isn't that... No, that can't be. That can't be Jake's. Okay. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagrasu snuck into his embassy. The girl claims to be the Yatagrasu. There's no one else in here with the body. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be very... Doesn't seem to be very, yeah, it doesn't really seem to be very, easy to find a contradiction in here. I'm gonna press... I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default. True. No, but if you saw the self-reported Yatagrasu staying in front of a body, you would be suspicious. Yeah. Wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself? Even so, I'd still listen to what that person had to say before I pass judgment. Are you talking about yourself in those times when you were under suspicion? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. Yeah, for real, Francisca really needs to understand that. I know. And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like too. I'm fine with never experiencing it ever. Are you done with your little group conference? So Agent C now suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Yatagrasu. It's not really the murder. Okay, it's not really the murder. Alright, I'm just gonna keep pressing. The confusion caused by the fire. Are you are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire? A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire. It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears. So the guy saw sneaking in was a false Yatagarasu. Does she really though? I don't think she claims. Yeah, she does claim to be. Sorry. Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer. No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirty secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key. I see. Expecting nothing else from the lying secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. To steal his key. Well then, why was his key in his pocket, right? I guess she placed it back there. Yeah, I don't know. She wanted to steal documents. Well, it's not the key that opens the safe, right? It's the knife. That's the only contradiction I can think of. Alright. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is a killer in Yatagarasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Kochin's body, yeah. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents. True. By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all. Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Kochin had the key on him. There's no way you could know that. If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Yeah. Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known the fact. Need, reason? All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. Yeah. But the fact still remains that Mr. Kochin was stabbed to death. Objection! But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the yeah, I got it once again right, but for the wrong reason. Alright. Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes. Well, let me just tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars. Okay. We'll see here. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. Let me examine this body. That doesn't seem to be wrong. That's not wrong. Okay. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon which the killer was holding. Can we check that? Covered in victim's blood. Blade. Okay. Killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony all points to the girl. There's no counter-argument. Alright, that seems... Yeah, that seems very good. Huh. You gotta believe me. Yeah. I swear. And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person? That's right, I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights, but then... Oh... I immediately restrained her. She was holding a knife. Oh... Why was the knife all the way over there? Why was the knife near the door? Knife near the door. I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was such a person, but if there was, where did they go? That, I don't know. But I know they came in here. It sounds like the disparate excuses of a suspected killer, not trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? You can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some evidence. Yeah, we know. Don't worry. Okay, if you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that. Yeah, there's gotta be. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can. Don't worry, I can and I will. Alright. Here we go. Knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. Yep. Wait a second. The Yatagos key also has a similar design, doesn't it? Eh. But that doesn't really matter. Does this mean that you already have the results back? We have confirmed that the shape of the Babali's knife blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of... Excuse me. The efficiency of Interpol's forensic teams with your own. I won't if you don't understand our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you'll see in a bit. Let me examine this a little closer. What is this? So this is what some of the blood is still on the blade, and while I've been a detective for 7 years already, I've seen a lot of weapons in my days, but knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Yeah. Looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. Sure. That does seem odd. How did it miss the handle? How did the blood miss the handle? Okay. Alright. Okay. Back to it. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. Let me see here. Can we see the display rack? No, we can't. Nice. Yep. Looks like it. I'll press on that.
Hold it!
I ask that you please refrain from speculation. It's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Yeah. Miles Edgeworth, no ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now repeat your hypothesis with factual logic, otherwise what was your investigation for? Yes, you are correct, thank you. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. She seemed to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct, nonetheless. Agent Shina, please continue with your testimony. Special three-piece set which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony at all points of the girl, there was no counter-argument. I'm gonna press on that. That doesn't seem to be right. There is a counter-argument. And I'll think you did not decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at the reality the way it is. Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? Oh, that is literally rose-colored glasses, right? Rose-colored red, blood, knife, rose red, blood knife, burnt, uncolored. I think she's mad at you. Perhaps, but our definition of the reality are a tad different. Huh. Are the two of you done chatting? Agent Shina's proof is that the Bobbly's knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, we're gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir. If Agent Shina wants to suspect Kay, because Kay was the one here. Well, the design definitely isn't unique to that blade. But she is right that the wound matches up with the thing, so no, not that. Alright. Okay. But do you have such evidence, sir? Do I? Okay, embassy. Canopian paper and ink. Okay. The fact that it wasn't burned by the fire is definitely interesting. Yeah. You would think that the, you would think that the knife would also get burned, right? Because it was obviously burned on the other one. I assume that she did not. If those knives are not colored, it's kind of odd. I'm gonna present this. Shit. Even if you can't take away the condition this piece well, evidence points out, I guess not. I knew it. Yeah, okay, I think I got the wrong line of reasoning here. Was the killer holding it? It's odd that the killer would have left it just sitting there, right? It's definitely odd that the killer would have just left it sitting there, right? Okay, never mind. Dang. If the murder weapon was the killer was holding, I assume she obtained it from the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The special three-point set, which has a design like no other. That's her. I think that's her false conclusion right there. Because the design is obviously comes from the embassy, the Republic of Babel. I think that could be it. You can't. There's no contradiction to the idea that that could come from somewhere else, right? It could. That is a possibility. It's definitely not a unique design. It could have been. I'm not gonna contradict her on that. Alright. But I'll press. About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask Ambassador Paliano for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable. Yeah. Butterfly design. See. Let me press that again. I didn't really catch it all.
Hold it.
Alright, I didn't really catch all that. Alright. 3 knives each. Wait, let me... Did you say 3 knives each?
Hold it.
Alright. Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't mean to press on that.
Objection.
Rose-colored glasses. Right, so he's talking about roses, flowers, Babali's embassy. Let me see.
Hold it.
I'm gonna go ask about this again. Special day of the Republic of Babel engraved on it. They're very, very valuable. Special symbol, huh? Oh, there's also an Alabastrian set, huh? Seeing... And all Boston angle, I guess. Angle. Okay. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue. Let's examine this closely. There does seem to be some kind of vine pattern, butterfly pattern there. Embassy guide again. Cut up your paper. I don't understand why I use the Prima statue. Yo, I don't even understand. So why did the blood not get to handle, right? If the victim was holding it... Yo, I really have no clue here. Let me think here. If the victim was holding it... I mean, if the killer was holding it... the blood... It would have produced a blood splatter, wouldn't it? Let me look at the key again. We definitely can't dispute that that they're the same, huh? But there's also an Alabastian set, right? So we can't say that they're unique. The Primitive statue. I gotta think about this so hard. Let me take a short intermission, guys. I'm just gotta think about this really hard. Alright, I'm back. I think I figured something out. I'm not sure if it's correct, but it's definitely something. See, we have it as a knife here. The blade's not as thick, right? But it's definitely false to say that the design is unique. It is part of a 3-piece set. Oh, that's the thing I'm having trouble with. There's proof that it's part of a 3-piece set. Okay. Alright, never mind. Never mind. You saw Kay holding the murder weapon? With your own eyes? Okay, there's a lot about saying about eyes, glasses. Blood. The knife in her hands. The suspicious person I saw came... Alright, I guess I get it now. If Kay was wearing gloves, then she wouldn't have left her prints, right? But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then you found out there was a murder weapon in your feet. How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect. Do I? What do I have that can prove her innocence? The calling card was left on his feet. There's some spilled water right there. Seems to be on the side of his desk. The knife wound, yeah, matches up. There's no blood on the handle. But what does that mean? What does it mean that there's no blood on the handle? I'm gonna try examining this knife once more. There's a lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear that the handle on this knife is removed. Oh. Oh, it's removable. Yeah, I think it is removable, right? Okay, it doesn't matter about the design because the blade, it's removable. There could be another set that matches with the thing. It's removable, that's the big deal. What? No, never mind. Yikes, okay, that's 3 things wrong so far. It has to do with the butterfly handle, right? The handle is definitely removable. And if they were holding it, there would have been blood splatter, right? There we go. So the murder weapon was a knife with a butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth? Yeah, we can't be so sure. What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There is a blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. Right. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. It wasn't the real murder weapon? The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Yep. Alright, examine there. As you can see, the Babyliss knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife when he really wasn't. He was killed with the Alabashian knife. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay. Alright. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it.
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond any comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem. The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Kojin's killer. Let me see here. There is some blood on the bottom of the handle, right? The top of the handle here. What is this mark on here? Oh, it's the Alabastian, right? No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink the sweet nectar. And so they do. Right. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? No. They split up. The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this, the embassy guide.
Take that.
Yeah. You can't be serious. It appears that you made the connection. The flower on display is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right. The Kingdom of Alibast. In other words, the blade is from one of Alibast's ornamental knives. Yep. This part of the knife handle has Babel's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Babelese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out. That's right. Kay entered the Babelese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to Alibastian side of the building before then. She had not been to the Alibastian side of the building before then. Yeah. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alibastian object over here. So it must have been someone within the embassy itself, right? Let's look at the map here. You could go from the Alibast to Babel pretty easily. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What a great victory. Huh? Hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. Yeah, but what worries me now is what will happen next. What is the meaning of this? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did it find its way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over, rather we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates. Okay? Oh, thanks a bunch, Miss Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really, but... yeah, he didn't believe in her. Okay. Your argument is still not airtight. Would you care to elaborate? I understand now that the girl did not commit the murder. However, there is still a possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I am not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether they're real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that the girl is the one who started the fire. Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. Miss Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards. I will walk it the best I can. It's no good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. As a token of my appreciation, the sunglasses do not. Ooh, dang. That is insulting. Well, I guess we'd better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alibas, right. We won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We don't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabasian knife came from. We'll have to pay attention. Yeah. Oh no. Alright, I hope they didn't whip. Okay, good, no one got whipped. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Alright, hey, we finished the first part of this case. We're just gonna keep going on, man. Let's save. Want to keep going on, man. Let's take a model save. March 14th, 7:44 p.m. Theater neutral. I keep being one day behind whenever this is taking place. Okay. Or one day ahead of when this. Oh, it's this dude. Count off. One. What? Oh, they have to do that. 99 times. 99 calls. So all 99 members are likely here and accounted for, sir. Hey, you. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. Sir, yes, sir? Here, birthday present for you. What? Shifu, I didn't know that you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. You're fired. Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. The present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife, Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yeah, yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. What's this guy's full name? I didn't really... Shilong Lang, okay. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over, everyone. Head for your posts. Oh wait, why did I say it in a good voice? Okay. Dismissed. Sir. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. I'm gonna take an intermission, guys. I have to use the restroom. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, everybody. Okay. Has someone requested you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy? And what if I say no? Well, we're gonna punch you in the face. Agent Lang, this man is my subordinate. As I received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabas is the strictest. Whoa, that is insane. Even among my elite men, only about half of them are made into the country. Man, what do you gotta do to get in there? Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. So, it's obviously someone couldn't have smuggled the knife in easily. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabas, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabas are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident in Alabas as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation. Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Yeah, I knew it. It was this guy. Well, I didn't know it was that guy, but I knew it was some other guy. Not really just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Ambassador Alba, I ask you that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Yep. Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Wow. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling carcass! Curse your frailty and inability to affect change in your country. Well, what are you? The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Lang. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize disruptions in the investigation, I shall leave everything up to Agent Lang. There, you see? Oh, no way! Oh, don't tell me you're gonna... Oh, hey. Oh, hey, they're gonna meet. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babel someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. Oh, shut up, man. Alright, you hear that, Edgeworth? We're in. Not yet. Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me. What? I just said it very questioningly. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So I wanted to ask for a while now, but the lady over there, is she who I think she is? Oh, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Francisca Von Karma, the prosecutor of Prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady. You may address me as Mrs. Von Karma. Mrs. Von Karma. That's funny. How everything's the same, you know, from 7 years ago. Mrs. Von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabas in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outspell both the smuggling ring and the Yagarasu. The smuggling ring? Huh? Perhaps I should ask Francisca a bit more about them before I head into Alabas. Oh, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Poliano for all that he's done for me. Alright, wait a second. Wait, I was We were granted to get in? I wasn't really paying attention to that part. I didn't know we were granted the okay to get in. Wow, is the lag in my stream that bad? Oh no, it's okay. The lag in my stream isn't that bad. Yo, what the heck happened to my stream? Something odd happened. Something very odd happened on my stream. That is super weird. How did it just jump from one point of time to the other? What the heck even happened? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So so my stream seemed to skip a while. That's so weird. All right, well, I'm gonna say it's that's something weird that just happened. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely odd. I'm gonna keep saying it's odd, but yeah, I think that's because who knows? No, it's nothing, because it's all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You've really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you a whole lot. No, that's quite alright. Oh well, how about this then? What's that? And what exactly is it? It's fountain pen ink. Oh, known as Bobbly's ink. It's made exclusively in Bobble, so this is Bobbly's ink. Yeah, you're gonna take that, right? To our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. 1W of fountain pen in this. And you can write for hours in your organizer. Yeah, that is good. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I'm glad to accept your gracious gift. Alright. Great, wonderful. I guarantee you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along the market. Okay. They need to make a case that actually happens in Bobble. They can't just forget about all these countries. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. Yeah. There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Bobbly's ink? Well, why are the restrictions on the export of Bobbly's ink to begin with? That's classified information. Francisca, as your subordinate, I'm part of your investigation arm. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't get the lip. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating Zenfong. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Bobble's special Bobbly's ink. I gotta check if the stream is going well. Again. That's it. Okay. Apart from that odd cut in the stream, it seems to be going well. Maybe I accidentally paused the stream. Yeah, I think I accidentally paused the stream somehow. Alright. It is virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with Bobbly's ink from real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Bobble. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Bobbly's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills of the smuggled ink? Yeah. Yes, and while we were listing things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the counterfeit plates. Huh. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Bobbly's embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them. Okay. Well, shall we get going? What's wrong, Kay? I didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're going to go gather whatever info we can. Oh. Alright, I'm counting on you two. Right, and I'm counting on you, Mrs. Von Karma, to sniff out clues in Alabast. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are. I'll let you know when the time comes. There's no way you're gonna break the law like that. Okay. March 14th, 8:17 p.m. Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador's Office. Okay. Cool. What do you think you're doing to my head? It's a Steel Samurai. You can't do that. Here? No! Oh god, no. Oh no. No, not him. Edgy! Oh, thank the heavens you're here. I'm in a really, really bad pickle, your lordship. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the Steel Samurai, my sword, I'm so confused I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of Neo Tokyo, my lady. Now I remember, this person is one of your friends, isn't he, Miles? Yes, friendly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? Your best bud is in a bind, and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect guide. I accidentally became a suspect in a murder. I see, that is quite the bind. Indeed. Now that we're in the least bit, not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I believe I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital D. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends. Go down by one. Yeah, he was definitely a big trouble in the whatchamacallit, the final case of case 4, 1-4. I'm just gonna call it 1-4 because that's technically the notation. That was uncalled for. Besides, wait, hold on, Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Nobody cares. Steel Samurai Daddy. Mary. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. What's going on, and why are you beet red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? Oh, sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? So this is the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. Of what, you ask? Of the murder of a man who snuck into his embassy. Master number 2? There's another murder? There's another murder. Oh no. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry's not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather dying stroke of misfortune. I wasn't really paying attention. Mr. Edward, but no matter what the facts. Okay, I'm just making sure everything's okay. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Okay. Shifu, we've identified the victim. Good work, I'll take that report now. Agent Lang, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that's me. So no, you may not take a peek. But Agent Lang. Oh, it's bad. Agent Lang. I give him a Texan accent. Will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Oh yes, of course. You let the detective see the file. You're Detective Bad. You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right? Been a while, huh? And he still looks the same. Fancy meeting you here, detective. You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after Yatagarasu non-stop. I pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case their car was ever found. What incredible dedication to the case. Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well, and his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him. I'm in your debt, Detective Bad. Okay. Initial investigation. About the murder of Master 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of the directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos. The Master 2, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room? Who is the prime suspect here? Oh, it's Larry. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, detective? That samurai? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he's completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastine Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech, and that's when the Yatagarasu showed. Oh. Okay. Alba was supposed to give a speech to show. Keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats, for the guests who had been called to sit in them, were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof with one of his legs. What the hell? Larry, what? That chimney leads directly into this room. What, Larry? You've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? Okay. Okay, so Larry Butts was spot on roof. Okay. In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Alabastine Embassy Ambassador's Office. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm not pausing the stream here. Oh! That man was spotted I think I realize now. I think I realize now. Hold on, I gotta make sure this stream's not paused. Oh. I think I realize now. I think I realize now. Hold on, I gotta make sure this stream's not paused. Okay, wow, my voice is horrible. Oh, it's just mic quality. It's really, really bad. But I realized the reason that the reason why my stream keeps getting paused is because, well, I keep pressing the space button. So I gotta make sure that I don't press the space button that much. All right. So this is a victim to Mask 2. What is with this gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask to Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on the pop. Yeah, I remember this guy. I remember this guy from Trials and Tribulations. So this thief is separate from the Yanagrasu? I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so we know more about Damask. That's alright. Well, I'd probably hear our tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get this started, shall we? Okay. Something right here. What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a note bag. It would appear... Note bag? What the heck is a note bag? Alright, there's one person watching right now, and I don't know if that's me or not. Okay. It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal a Primadex statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this actually is a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested the theft of the Primadex statue? Okay. Let me see here. Who? Primadex statue. Alabas, Primadex statue, 5th floor, ambassador's office. Right here. Someone was trying to steal the Alabas statue, huh? Also, I forgot to mention, while the stream was paused, or while the stream got cut, I was proving that the knife handle could be removed, so that the Alabas, the knife actually came from the Alabas place. Alright. So this is a murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? And I also acquitted Kay of guilt, so. What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai Daddy's secondary. What? Why? I can imagine him saying that. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of the sword is the Steel Samurai, in other words, Larry. Okay, so this Larry is just super suspicious. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is to proving I'm innocent. Okay. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I gotta ask you about too. It's like, both you and him How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute... Oh god. Francie, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What are you talking about? She never said that. Yo! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts, yeah. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Alright. That's about that. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Donham now? What? What? Why would he call himself that? That's probably something that gets involved in Trials and Tribulation, which is why I gotta play that game. Alright, that's DX name. Laurice Donham. Well, they basically pronounce the same. They're basically pronounced the same way. I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurice business. Besides, when Brangelina left me in her heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. I figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit. Your name blathering makes less and less sense each time I meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as a Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it. I knew you know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much that I understood. But a simple deduction based on the usual modus operandi, Larry. Alright. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey, don't tell me you suspect me too. Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. I gotta check the stream once again, guys. 1 second. Let me just pause this. 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. I gotta check the stream once again, guys. Okay, alright, it's alright. Sorry, I need to stop doing that. Okay. Your past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. How can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. Yeah, this time, right? Okay. Okay, I get it. Just stop Frenzy from whipping me from behind. So I guess you know what I did, right? I like when the text goes all slow like that. I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you tell me what exactly you did, Larry? Nope, not yet, Edgy. I've taken more than that to loosen my lips. It takes more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more. Confess now. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero? Legendary? Hero? Santa Claus? What? But this isn't anywhere near Christmas. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the... There's no way anyone's gonna do that. But when I got there, there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. That means he obviously couldn't have climbed down it. And? Well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. True. That is very true. That is very, very true. He would be breaking a lot of laws, and he would probably be dead by now also. Oh, crud. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has led you as prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March and the Ides. I've never heard that word before. The Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits home on December 24th. That's in December, you know. No. Oh, that probably hurts from coming from Everest. Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. True. you almost had a breakdown. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as the primary weapon. Oh, that. Hold on. Okay, pop this out. Alright. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. That is an accomplishment. Yes, apparently you did. And well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was the most shocked of her when I heard it killed someone. What? Shock. Foolish fool looking especially foolish for foolish these things to foolish cute. You forgot to take someone that big with you? Something that big with you? Who would believe? Oh, the Seal Samurai sword, right? That's what they're talking about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not good at paying attention to things that are right in front of me. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Henshi, you believe me? I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name, which means that I will have to prove his innocence from a different angle. Alright. Alright, I think I have something else to talk to you about. Okay. So, leaving sword. So he just forgot the thing, huh? Behind is no excuse. I think we can prove it from the angle of the chimney. There's just simply no way that. How did the mask even get in here in the first place, right? Oh, and there's a bust of Alba right there. Interesting. He's very scary looking. Okay. I wonder who I should. Oh, and there's even a tree going through the. I'm pretty sure Quercus alba actually means white oak in So yeah. I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. All right, let me examine this. Two gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as this must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done today? Passion flower. That is definitely not beautiful. Passion flowers? Well, he's so. This is what I'm very glad that Edgeworth is passionate about flowers. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. As they say, you learn something new every day. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of something important work. Okay. So he's a gardener, I see. Alright, I think I should talk to you, my friend. My friend, Mr. Bad. Oh, I already talked to him. Okay. Who have I not talked to? I don't think I've talked to Lang. Okay. Sorry. Okay, just as I thought, there's that set of knives behind here. So it easily could have. The knife obviously came from one of those knives came from the Babalese embassy over here. There's some weapons on display on this wall, a crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts of the Babalese knives, which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking cranny. Alright. Examine. I can spot absolutely no difference between this Primatic statue and Baubles on the face. Fascinating, you like very much. Okay, so they're identical right here. You see the pattern. This guy has an odd amount of weapons, honestly. A very odd amount of weapons. Let me examine this one. Knives adorned with flowers on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts of the Babalese knives. The blades of these knives are black blades. Killing potion. Yeah. What? One of the knives is missing its blade? Weird. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and the handle, fit each other. Okay. One knife is missing the blade. Almost seamlessly. Then this means that an Alabasi knife did find its way into Bauble. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Alabasi knife. But we don't have the Babalese knife. Alabasi knife. We still don't know what happened to the Babalese knife that was stolen. But how? Dude, Edgeworth, you can't be that. Edgeworth, we just went over this. You literally just talked all about about the knife handles. I mean, you guys didn't catch that because the stream got messed up, so you guys didn't catch that, but... Oh, shut up. Never mind. Don't tell me you don't... Well, I don't. I suppose I have no choice then. I'll just have to explain it to you from the beginning. What you'd be doing is admitting your mistake. You saw right through me. Okay. Can we use logic? No. Something we have to deduce here. There's something deducible. Crossbow. This blade is very different from the other ones. Or the sheath is different. I'm gonna say this is the Alabas. This is the Alabasian blade, right? Yeah, that's where it belongs. Shut up. Alright, well, I gotta be very careful. I made 5 mistakes so far. Yo, honestly, who knows? I just know that the sheath is all messed up. The knife display set up almost identically to one of Babalese embassy. Okay, you have to examine this twice, huh? I believe Ambassador Paliano said that both Alabas and Bauble have a set of 3 knives each. It would appear that way, also the knives here all have flowers on their handles. The 2 countries embellish their knives with their own national symbols, I guess. And just like the Yatagarasi's key, they're all exquisitely made. The level of craftsmanship makes these knives worthy of being owned by me. I believe you already have all the dangerous toys you'll ever need, Francisco. So let me try and deduce some more things. I can't be so certain yet of everything. Okay. 1 second, guys. I have to move this a little bit over here. Okay. What is the planet supposed to be? Francisco, can you see it's supposed to be a likeness of Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, I was supporting you. You have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your salary system. Oh, man. If you think you have any control over that. Yeah. Duh. You don't want to be like that. Okay. You don't want to feel the pain of Edgeworth. I mean, Gumshoe. It's the Steel Samurai's primary weapon, the Samurai Spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live life like bam. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although it's just as Larry says, yeah, you don't, that makes you look very criminal-like. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced that the spear is up to the task. Okay, it's a fake spear, right? Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one. This is mine. Okay. That will point something about the spear. It looks more like a paintbrush to me, right? There it is. It's the Steel Samurai spear, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, we can deduce. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. This is the Steel Samurai spear. Right here. It's we can see the right one. Okay. Just want to make sure everyone knew that. Larry, about the spear. Oh, are you feeling it? I thought there was something strange about the spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me or has the spear been bent? What? No way, it's exactly as it should be, yo. I've here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now take a good look at this, what you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. Ah. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then, and during practice I was spinning around and, oh, it got bent, huh? And bam, it hit the wall. It won't be believable, this is an embassy. But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? That he's a useless hot-blooded man? Okay, so it was some... Oh, okay. Okay, so there was some field trip and I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Huh? Wait a second. What could that have anything to do with anything? What could that have anything to do with anything? Wait a second. Maybe that's what happened to the knife? No. Wait, no, he wouldn't be in here. What am I saying? He wouldn't be spinning in here. Oh, that. It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not what I'm asking, Larry. What does Edward know that I don't? What does he know that I don't? A hole in the wall. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter about the hole in the wall, but he was spinning it, and it would've... The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow thought that move. Yeah, okay. I didn't think it was made of metal. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone. Well, it's made out of metal still. Oh, it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything, it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Okay, but don't take it the wrong way. I think that part of your personality is cute. I see, your friendship truly is something special, Miles. That's not friendship, it's utter humiliation. Okay. Right. So, nothing else I can really see here. I guess this crossbow could be something. There's no arrows, though. Why is there a weapon on a display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. Yeah, thank God there isn't. Okay. Perhaps this is very important. I think this statue, Prima Duck statue, is important. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Baba Lee's office we examined. It's the Prima Duck statue. It was the national treasure of the Principality of Cotopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alibas and Bob will claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Well, oh. What an incredibly childish fight to have. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Okay. I'll examine this here. It's a Prima Duck statue. There was one of these on the Baba Lee's side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Cotopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. Okay. But both Alba's and Bobble claim to have the real thing and won't budge from the claim. Oh, okay. One of them's a rope. So, I guess we can tell if it's real by burning it. No, I'm just joking. Oh, it looks like, kind of looks like a pear. I thought it was a pear from this angle. Or it was like one of those faces. You know what I'm talking, one of those faces. It's like the guy from Wii Party, I think, you know? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Because I've seen that guy on Twitter. Okay. What is this down here? Nothing I can say about that. Nothing I can really say about that. There is something I can say about definitely about the tree. Let me examine the body one more time. His hat, his mask. We haven't tried unmasking him, have we? I thought that the mask had quite the business. This guy, he's just a copycat using the name. Phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashinu. Oh. Okay, so it's not the... Thank God it is not the, I forgot the redhead guy? Yeah, thank God it's not him. I forgot the guy's name. I gotta keep playing that case. That was the case that I got, that I quit playing Trials and Tribulations on. He's 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is a real Damask too. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Bludgeoned to death? Makes sense. Alright. Alright, don't need to hear this again. Let me examine this. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know? You could buy his costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold? Since when? Oh, since the Phoenix's case, I guess. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool dressed in fool's clothing to act foolishly. Great point about 3 foolish. Yeah. What can we deduce? We can't deduce anything, really. Something about his hands, huh? There's cloth down here, that's something suspicious. I suppose this was the wrapping cloth the mask too used to carry stolen goods, but there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hand on whatever he was out to steal. Okay. This is his hat. Yeah, his hat. What about his hat? Okay. I think I've examined pretty much anything. Everything. I know he was bludgeoned to death. Is that part of our logic? No. Alright. Let's give me these coats. Oh, I thought those were coats. Okay. There are decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature. Humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once long ago. I guess he's an eco man. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that those people truly love nature. This is coming from a man who loves shows featuring costume actors. She just had to go there again, did she? Hey man, who doesn't love shows featuring costume actors? Okay, there was a grandfather clock like this one earlier in the Babalese embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of the room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room. It's designed the materials it makes. It's made to strike a good balance with the plants. Hey you two, now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Alright, truth. She whipped one of the plants. This is all part. That is awesome. Coding. Right? I don't know how you say that. Awesome coding. I don't know. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. For once. All right. For once, he does have a point. The counterpart to the Bali's butterfly is the alabaster flower. They're both lovely things, but can we interpret this to mean that alabaster provides honey to bubble? Tip. Francisca, could you come up with more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. And well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And wow. So, yeah. Exactly, right? So the two countries depend on each other. What was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. Okay. Why can't you just admit that I had something there? I have no idea what I should examine. The chimney place, I suppose. Did I not ever examine this? Okay, yeah. Maybe I just have to talk to someone. Or maybe I gotta talk to Larry about the spear. Hey, that's an official Steel Samurai weapon, huh? What? You want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans that's that already. What are you prattling about now? Steel Samurai sushi slice. How was that? I bet it sends shivers up your spine. I let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could have I failed myself? Okay, what can we say about this? Steel Samurai autograph? Oh hey, it's a Steel Samurai. I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. The Steel Samurai was up there on the stage. Was that really you? Yep, sure was. What? Well, why is he so pissed off? I was moved by the performance of this man. Oh my god. Yo, I love this interaction. This completely useless word. I love this interaction. This is one of the best. One of the best. I fear I may now never recover from this. Okay, I don't know. Really? What can I say? What can I say, man? I don't know what else I can do. I don't know what else I can really do. Yikes. Have I not examined everything here? Alright. I think there's something I have to deduce. Isn't there something I want to ask about? Should I want to ask you about the Yatagarasu key, right? Detective Bad, this is something you absolutely need to see. What is that doing here? I've been looking for that for 7 long years. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine this turn of events. Without a doubt, this means that she's evolved. Close to you, right? The you woman. Huh, okay, let me ask you about that, huh? Never mind. I can't really talk to you about that. And can I talk about Kojin, too? I wonder if you might take a look at this, Detective Bad. Yeah, I heard. Kojin's dead. What a waste. What do you mean, what? That is a little cruel. He's staring at us with his eyes and focus and his jaws clenched tight. How about this paper document? Alright. Nothing. Same thing. What else can we show him that relates to the incident? Nothing really. Nothing really. Okay. So I'm in an impasse right now. I really don't know what to do. Okay. Alright. I think it has to be about me deducing something, but I'm not sure what it could be. Alright, alright, there's a, let me see here. NBC Guide, Steel Samurai autograph. Alright, we don't want to look at that right now. What we want to look at is, some stuff around here. Okay, counterfeit bills. Samurai sword. Okay. Samurai spear. Okay. There's gotta be something different about this one. Alright, let me go back here. I think I gotta check the statue again. I think I should check this. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I should check this again. The flower pattern. Alright, never mind. There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives on the Babalese side, but I can't see any of the details from this distance. Have I gotten everything now? Then the sword he's holding seems to have the same pattern as the knife. Okay. Let me go check this again. Never mind. So I really haven't checked everything here. It's something I have to deduce. But I'm not sure what it is. Alright, I think I can deduce something if I have proper evidence. Proper evidence to do so. Can I check to you, Lag? Can I check to you? No matter how charged, you'll never be a necessity in Shifu. Is that a fact? But no matter how good he is, he's bound to overlook something. If you sold a Shifu that's prepared to be punished, then how exactly do you plan to punish us? Every investigator under Shifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Alright. Where the f did we go? Here. Want to make sure I didn't pause the stream once again. 1 second. Oh, you want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans out there. Alright, the stream isn't paused. Okay. Thank God. Now, what can I say? What can I do? I'm generally stuck, so I might end the stream if I can't figure this out. But it's not like I think I can do something here. I just don't know what. And there's not really anyone to give me a hint, so I'll just. Hey, I didn't see this. I didn't see this. Hey, okay. Alright, I think I found it out. The person shaking hands with the Steel Samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder, so the Steel Samurai must be very popular. They're even using a national treasure as a backdrop. I just don't understand what exactly is so great about Top Knot there. Clearly, okay, I'm not doing the voices, okay. Clearly there's a depth to the show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't you young children the target audience of the show? No. No? Oh, Okay. He's just gonna ignore it. Edge's just not hearing it. Okay. Let me deduce something about this. Yeah, that's what I thought. I could deduce something. Photo with the Steel Samurai. The way it is placed is weird, right? I can really deduce anything about this. I mean, I can really put it on most of this picture, and it's not really wrong. So let me see. All right, it's the direction the thing is the freaking what do you recall it? Primadux? Yeah, it's the way it's positioned. Look at this photo and tell me what you find out about this scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes at Top-Knot's hand? That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue in this is facing one way in this photo means that Alba probably moved it, right? And now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene means that Alba moved it. It's proof that someone's touched his statue around the time of the crime. So the time of the crime was after the Steel Samurai met him. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's... Oh, it's the Steel Samurai's wife. The old pink princess, how are you feeling? Still feeling ill? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Albacian embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Okay. I'll talk with you. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Miss Pink Princess, if you would please answer. No! No! Heh. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen in 2 days in a row? How did she... Yeah, how is she working so many jobs? What? Aren't you Mrs. Oldbag? Oh, even Larry is scared. Even Larry is scared. Why are you so surprised? Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You're acquaintances with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while. So she worked at the security company, right? She was, the security company in case 2 of Trials and Tribulation is the same one in the first case. That's why it's okay, Edgy-Poo. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious Edgy-Poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could imagine that you would ever come to a show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, Edgy-Poo. You misjudged him? I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know? There was no misjudgment on that part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. I gotta find my pencil. Oh, I don't know what to do with my pencil. It's okay. I just wanted to write down how, like, it's interesting how the security company in the first game are the same as the one in the third. Okay, but it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Edgy-Poo. I'll chase after you forever, to the end of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Francisca and I actually see eye to eye. Princess. Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewater Land as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time before. That was yesterday. What are you yeah, that was yesterday. Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you? Apparently the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold.
happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. No. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. Oh, Mindy? Hey, I remember her. But the poor girl, I feel so bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time when she returns. I mean, I'm not exactly... She messed up a bunch of stuff. A bunch of simpletons. You're a rather lively old lady. Why am I getting... I think I keep changing the voices, honestly. It's hard to say. So basically, you received a Santa request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth. She's very much telling the truth. Because she would never lie, really. No, she would never really lie, to be honest. Okay. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. As you recall, you were probably laughing yourself, huh? But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Oh, shoot, there's really a stalker here. I'll be just... Oh, wait, really? Did Ace Attorney actually make an innuendo here? I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I'm not sure if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Just because I'm curious. I'm gonna ask the people over at the Ace Attorney Discord server. I doubt they'll know anymore. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kind of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. Absolutely revolting. I mean, do you think you can get my name right? There's no accent in my name. Wendy. Aww. Horrible handwriting. We all know that this is from the autograph, right? Oh, so that's what he means, right? That's what he meant by descending on above. Can I see that again? Oh, I guess I'll get in my evidence later. Oh, but now that you're here, Ajipu, I feel 100% safe. Where do I factor into this? I hope you guys didn't hear that. You bust that evil stalker man for my sake, weren't you, Ajipu? Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house, maybe. Oh, come on, Ajipu. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Alright, the letter from Stalker, I have seen that before, and the handwriting is similar isn't that similar to Steel Samurai? Let me see here. 3 pages of evidence, okay. Yeah, that's definitely similar. What were you doing at the time of the crime? What crime? She really doesn't know. What? After the show was over, I've had nothing but free time on my hands. So I used the fireplace in the room next door to keep my bad hip warm. Alright, let me see here. Alright, okay, I just want to make sure the stream's going well. Well, a murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right? Oh, Ajipu, I'm so scared. Hold me, caress me. If you could please not cling onto my personage. In any case, I take it then, that you failed to show up at Ambassador Alba's speech? Oh, that. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have the heart of a young tender maiden, but you're not into that old guy. But my body just refuses to cooperate. Oh, okay. As soon as the show ended, my hips started aching up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Oh, you just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave that room is rather pleasant. Okay. Prosecutor von Karma, I've brought the police dog as you requested, sir. Good work. You may leave now, officer. This dog. I request the assistance of this dog in the search for the Yatagarasu. Aww. Is it Rocket? I think this is a Rocket. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country, too. I'm not gonna voice act that. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a police dog Gumshoe's been taking care of. Rocket, right, yeah. I think his name is same thing. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. That action alone isn't exactly what's going to solve the case for us, you know. It can also sniff out stuff, right? And I remember presenting that in 1-4. I think it was Missile determined something about the hippie guy, Edgeworth's uncle. Yeah. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go. Good dog, you really are quite bright, aren't you? Unlike a certain someone I know. Now, what do we have here? What is this? It looks like a small hot dog, but... Wait, Francisca, isn't that an official samurai dog? Bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's alright for him to eat that. It's just a meat substance snack featuring the Steel Samurai. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, we can remember. Yeah, okay. It looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. Well, and what do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. Weird. I wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing? I somehow doubt that. It didn't look like the shirt that would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. What are these two in... I mean, I shouldn't laugh at that. Sorry. I really should not laugh at that. Okay, what are these two items doing in a room like this? Given the circumstances, the lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. Oh no. Yep. She threw it... Wait a second. She threw it in the fire? Wait a second. What? Alright, I'll ask you about this. If you could please take a look at this brown colored undershirt. Oh, Ejipu, what is the meaning of this? Why did you steal that thing from my back? All I had to do was ask, and what? Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at the crime scene. What? Come now, why don't you just confess and explain what it's doing here? I know nothing, I tell you. What? Oh, I admit that I used a fireplace to dry that shirt. Oh, okay. But I can't really help the fact that I had to, you know? Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. And on top of that, I get figured as a suspect? You're too cruel, Ejibu. Are you claiming that you never once set foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, do you think I'd be as calm and relaxed as I am? I tell you, it's always... Oh, I guess she was married, huh? Well... I don't believe she is lying about her actions. So I can safely assume she really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break, and somehow the undershirt managed to move from the next room into this one. The office fireplace... Okay. I assume the samurai dog was also yours? Oh, that brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. And so the feeling of dread continues, but I suppose I should ask for more details. Okay. That samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Alright. Oh, of course I'm forever yours, my Eji-Weji-Boo. If you could just stick to what I asked you. Eji, are you and Mrs. Oldbag? No. You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyway, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are a present from the studio to the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery bullies. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy and the people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Eiji? So did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff as part of your instructions? Hey, Edgy, don't just ignore me in my question. Aren't you going to stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to rest a spell in the dressing room. Because of my bad hip, you know. And there they were, the samurai dogs were just sitting on the dressing room floor. That's probably a big container for them, huh? I suppose you had to make preparation for distributing them after the show. Well, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I just had to find out. I know it was silly of me. Yeah, the samurai dogs were in the in the final case of the first game too. Yeah. I know it was silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're for a kids show, their taste is probably for kids too. But they were so good that I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. Dang. Wait, I think what was Missile presented in the first case again? I forgot what he was presented for. I know that Missile was presented for something. What was it? Oh god. Like, okay, so there was Yogi and his parrot. Missile. I forgot what he was presented for, but I remember him being presented as evidence or something. As they thought their brother were on fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... what is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my edgy poo? Well, who am I to say no to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. Okay. I'll take that. Looks like the lesson for today is that when the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Okay. Alright, I'll take this. I'll take that. Alright, Alright, at the time of the crime, Mrs. Oldbag was warming her hip from next door. Okay, use the fireplace, smoke from chimney. That would make sense, right? Fireplace and smoke. And was it really... How do we even know that the fireplace was leading to this room specifically? That's a big deal, I think. Yeah. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is? It came from where Mrs. Oldbag was. And smoke was supposedly pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry, this is a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you certain he wasn't just disoriented or something up on that roof? There's testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at that particular chimney. So no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from that fireplace went? Ah, I see. So what you're proposing is this. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Mrs. Oldbag's fire. So basically the fireplaces of the neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Interesting. Precisely. So that is kind of a cool mechanism, I guess. How they all can share one chimney. Undershirt from next door. How did it get there? If the undershirt was lifted up above, if he had the undershirt on the roof and the chimney are shared, then the undershirt could be dropped down somehow and like, I don't know. I think it was dropped from above, the undershirt, somehow. I don't know how right now though. That's the thing. I don't exactly know how. Okay. The lady's undershirt that Missile found. Why are you getting... It's Oldbags. Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? Miles Edgeworth, you silly slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her already. You have it all wrong. This is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that missile found in the fireplace of this room, this lady's undershirt, that it was somehow passed through a solid brick wall? I think so. Well, no, it came from the from above. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. The other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of that fireplace is in order. Okay. There's an X on the back of the wall of the fireplace. Let's see if I can get a better look at it. Aha. What in the... Oh, right? So you can choose what falls down, right? Apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace doesn't indeed connect this room to the neighbor room, so you could crawl through that thing. The neighbor room. There appears to be nothing particular about the next room, but the fact that there's nothing special about the next room isn't what's important. It's the fact that there is a secret passageway through this room's fireplace. So you could easily spy on someone. We know that the fireplace connects the two rooms. But how exactly is that significant? You aren't going to suddenly name the old lady as the masked killer now, are you? No, she couldn't move at all because of her stiff hip. So she could not have been the one. Meaning Alba might have... Well, Alba could have... Well, I'm not saying specifically Alba, but somebody could have been looking at her whenever she was... It was Larry. It was Larry, wasn't it? Okay. Larry was gonna take the shirt. It would appear that this answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you might have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. I'm counting on you, Edgy. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, man. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. Yeah, you weren't really being on Santa. You weren't really doing Santa Claus stuff. You were actually getting the shirt from Old Bag. My lie? I know that there's still something that you're keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why is it that you won't believe me no matter what I say, Edgy? Curse you, I should just hurry up and die. Oh, wow. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill. Oh. And throw everything. Hey, you made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. Even if you make that face at me, it's no use. A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know. It doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. What? Wait, you mean... Aww. I feel bad for him. Let me just say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. Yeah. And that I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Okay. Alright, hi. This time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened, what didn't happen, what works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did up there on the roof tonight. Okay. Up on the rooftop. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. That's what this is, right? Wait, you were up on there doing pushcart? After that, until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know? So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. Right, Santa. But it's kind of ultra embarrassing. That you can't tell me. Edgy, man. I just said it was embarrassing, so... Oh, yeah, I know what's embarrassing, dude. I know what you're trying to hide. You're trying to hide that undershirt. It's your superior. I'm giving you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. I have every intention to, for I'm not just about to let's wait the time on such a trifling matter. Okay. Left the push garden in the rose garden and came to the embassy. Right. The rose garden. Then they took a picture of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. That's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know? Alright, that's no problem, but we gotta press on this. Give it a try. You suddenly wanted to play Santa? Oh, well, actually, I dressed up as Santa before once already. Yeah, I remember that. Damn, that was down at Gore Lake. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such a... Yeah, don't try and do it. It's like you guys share a lot of history. A perk to being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know? Santa isn't going around killing people after he comes down a family chimney, after all. Actually, it's worth... Yeah, it is a big deal, right? He wasn't actually doing that. It's actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your buddy isn't exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely, you hit the nail on the head, Agent Lang. I wonder if he's being sarcastic here. Hey, Angie, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Right. It has something to do with this nightshirt here. What was he doing? Letter from a stalker. I'll be sitting on you from above tonight. It has something to do with this undershirt. I'm just not so sure. I think Larry was supposed to take the undershirt, right? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me to whom you were delivering a present to. Lady Oldbag. I was delivering a present to a child, not basking in the glow of love. Nope. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard. But it lies to a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that? In any case, the person you wish to deliver presents onto was most certainly this. Obviously Oldbag. Obviously not anyone else, right? Wait, who's this? Oh, okay. I didn't notice they demasked him. Alright. Hey, interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I totally didn't want to see Mrs. Oldbag so much that I tried to go down a chimney. I advise you to stop right there and you're bashing a lady. Well, I must admit that I, myself, hardly ever have the want to run into that lady, true. However, what if you were misinformed and under the wrong impression? Then what? Well, he was... Oh, so he wasn't lying. Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room. In the impression they were entering young ladies, right? Without knowing one very important fact. Yeah, they thought it was his girlfriend, right? Is his girlfriend also named Wendy? I don't know. Larry, I'd like for you to take a look at this piece of evidence. Never mind. It's not really all that important, is it? It's always like this. You acted so high and mighty that you bullied me. That's why I refuse to look at it. Okay. Well, I don't need it right now, so I'll just give it back to you. Okay. Alright, I need to think through this one more time. Larry didn't know one very important fact when he tried to sneak into the old bat's room. And that fact is best summed up with this. Oh! He thought it was Mindy the whole time. Oh my god, Larry, come on. This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy. Was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel it when she's watching me. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, cowardly, unpetitionable man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, yes? This guy, he's got bigger problems than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. What the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much be made clear. Without any knowledge that Mrs. Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess room, now which we know for sure. True. Alright. Hey, Edgy, looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up, I see what's going on here, and it looks just like what you do in court. I guess, old boy, here still has something you'd like to say. Like Z says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusion until everything is out in the open, which is why I'll listen, okay? Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. That is, oh, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? True. Okay, so you think that all I wanted to do was go and visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up to the chimney, but no, you did. The smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity. That mistake made me late for the speech. Then to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Okay. Someone say something. 1 second, I gotta check if the stream's alright. Stream going alright. Alright, stream's going fine. Thank God. I hope it doesn't pause again and do some weird stuff. Are you seriously trying to submit this not as a confession, but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you. You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's only focused on one man, and that man will... What? Wolfman? I'm so inspired. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-hearted complete... Well, oh yeah, you've heard that. Yeah, you've heard that before. Yeah, ominous now. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. What do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Edgy? Everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court? Everything is evidence in court. Yeah, exactly. Everything. Everything is evidence. Everything can be evidence. Yeah, see, I'm totally pro at this now. Very well, if you wish to see the evidence, then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. Okay, what was it that he said again? I remember seeing all I wanted to do was go visit Mindy. Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed up the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me for the speech. And to top it all off, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what you really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? I don't think you would put yourself through on purpose. I think you got the name wrong, right? Oh, his handwriting. It actually says Mindy. Huh. Exactly. Yeah, you were clearly planning on it, right? Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey, why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her above, were you, Miss Loving Knight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Mrs. Mindy a visit. Yeah. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had intended to meet was Mindy? Right here. Right here, these letters. Larry, I suggest you take take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English. Oh, I feel so bad for Larry. You wrote Mindy so softly that became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But that will have to wait until we're off to this crime scene. Hedgie, save me from the scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with the incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. And again? It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they made me that fake letter. To set me up. Accept your defeat graciously. But you guys are being so mean. Yeah, true. Penmanship analysis. No matter who, all people have certain unique features to the handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare the handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours, and we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. Aye. I'll never write another thing in my life. It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. For you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Right here, baby. Alright. This autograph in our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our question soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I guess that's his breakdown. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head. Edgy. So he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher. I got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So you had to go up in the chimney. Oh, that's actually very admirable of him. Chimney or bus. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. I'm sorry if my voice is really loud and I'm breaking the mic right now with my voice, because this mic is not of great quality. So, your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally active over. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under her door. That way she wouldn't be so shocked when I came down to the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiment. I'm really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful, good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. What? However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I guess that's something nice that he says. I told you to trust me, because at the very least I can attest to that about you. Edgy. At the very least. I'm not sure if that's nice or not. Edgy, you're... We've lost a lot of valuable time because of you. Aww. In any case, I believe we can say now that we know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney, not for an access to the crime scene, but to enter the room with the elderly lady next door. How did he begin it on top of the place, anyway? Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Hey, what? Oh, so we're gonna cross-examine him now. Actually, what does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means that the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicion hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night. But the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene, as long as there's no I'm speaking too fast. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up his fight. Hedgie, that guy. He looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand with the sweep trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you got. I can easily point out the contradiction in the supposed murder weapon. If we're talking about this, it doesn't seem to be very sharp at the end, so it can't be what it was, right? I just noticed that now. It's very dull at the end. But the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble, yeah. But this one game I can't afford to lose. The real murder weapon is the Bobblesian knife, because we still don't know where that one is. Besides him was a glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in Steel Samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Button, here too. It's not the murder weapon. Alright, so I think I should press on that last statement there. But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. I think that's plenty to go on, don't you? If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. You two are longtime friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence? You think I can believe anything you produce? For forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. This man has some serious issues with prosecutors. But come on, I can't think of something as complicated as that, right, Edgy? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. Whoever Agent Lang knows nothing about you, or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being, meaning that the only way I can prove Larry's innocence is to present irrefutable evidence. Alright. 5 Larry. I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damas too. Besides him. Alright. Doesn't mean it was a murder weapon though. How do we know that that's a murder weapon, right? Just because he's the owner of the weapon, therefore he must be the killer, is it? No, climbing all the way up to the chimney's place is which... Yeah, we already proved that beyond... Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's you or whoever, you prosecutors are all the same. And as for me, prosecutors are the only thing I don't trust in. An agent who doesn't trust the prosecutors, what are you playing at? Sorry, sis. But there are only 2 things I trust. My subordinates and evidence at the crime scene. Agent Lang hates prosecutors, but as long as you trust evidence at the crime scene, yep. Yeah. Okay. So... it's either this one or the other one, in which he claims it was a murder weapon, right? I think it's the one where he claims it's a murder weapon. It's clearly blunt. Clearly blunt. Shut up. Alright, that wasn't the right one. Okay. You didn't. Alright, yeah, we've seen this before. We've seen that dialogue before. Seems like it's the same one. Was a glittering sword, glittering red. Alright, I think this is the one where he claims it's Alright, here, I'm gonna press him on this, because I gotta get him to say he was a weapon. But glittering red and offering the scent of blood? Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean that this item smelled blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it is pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to... Oh, exactly. Which means we suspect the victim was beaten to death with his sword. Can you add that to your thing? The blood splatter is a little too weird. But I don't think it has anything to do with the blood splatter, really. Okay, I was just laughing thinking about the Edgeworth and Larry dialogue. That's one of the best parts of this I've ever seen in this game. Okay. I'm trying to think of what I can do about that statement. It's obviously too... It is pretty heavy, I guess. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. No problem with that, but there's a problem with something else. Shouldn't we have, like, Larry's testimony somehow? I doubt that would make it... It would bend very easily. It's hollow, right? It's gotta be hollow. Because they wouldn't... It's not like they would make the samurai sword real in the, it's not like they would make the samurai sword real, but the samurai spear fake. Or like they would make it not hollow. So, and this one hollow, but, so I think this is it. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down, spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the insides of the steel samurai weapons are hollow. In other words, the replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet there's not even a dent in the samurai sword. Why? I keep switching up his voice. How do you explain that? Well, yeah, the sword and the spear are made of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they'd make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain job move. Man, I got such an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. The Steel Samurai special move was changed tonight because of him? Yosh. That's more than enough of your whiny whimpering. Now, back on the topic of the spear. Yes, let's return to the real topic of discussion. This is where the real gamble begins. I don't have a real strategy per se, so all I can do for now is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks in place of real logic is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor very clever. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken. Well, it was broken, wasn't it? But perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. For no one should have conceived of the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolish fool who hates to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. Yeah. There's nothing more important in this world than a perfect victory. That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. Hey, look. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk on towards the truth. You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like you to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Damas 3 with it. What? That's not possible. So what do you think of my... It's just not possible. I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need. Of course, what I need is evidence even Agent Lang can't refute. Right, well... not really sure what that evidence could be. Alright. Tomas, no. Samurai. I'm sorry, I keep making weird noises with my mouth, but I just kind of got some stomach pain. I had some stomach pain earlier, but not anymore. And you guys don't need to know about that anyway. Okay, okay, this is it. It's time to bring this to a close. Why, Larry, part 2. It's possible to use a samurai sword to kill someone. And under these circumstances, it's the only logical conclusion. We searched the embassy, top to bottom, but the victim's blood is only on that weapon. That's where you're wrong, my friend. Is it really? What about this, samurai dog thing? I think that thing in the bottom isn't even the, isn't the victim's blood, isn't part of the actual thing. So isn't the only natural that suspicion would fall on the owner, said victim? How long do you intend to cling onto that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of the embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. We've managed to come up with one logical conclusion. If the only place inside the embassy with the victim's blood on it is this sword. You left no one stone unturned? Is that a fact? No, you did not. You did not left all stones unturned. Because you forgot about the dogs. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it clear for you. Alright, hey, I finally know perfectly what I have to review. Okay. Unless I get this wrong, which would make me look pretty stupid. Okay. Pretty stupid, man. No, it's not. How do you know? What's this at the bottom of this here, huh, man? What's that? Shut up! Man. That ain't true. Alright, I'm stupid. Oh, God. Oh. Signs it was moved during murder. Okay, it is kind of odd that the victim's blood wouldn't be on the note. Or that's not odd. What am I saying? Hey, what about the Albastian knife? Wait, no. Never mind. Sorry. that was used for coaching. Okay, I'm just gonna press on this. The only place where you could find blood was on the samurai sword? That's right, even with luminol. Which means that there are no other possibilities outside of what I've already outlined. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do have an objection with that. If you believe that there's no other door of possibility left to... There's also the Bobolese knife, right? We still haven't discovered the Bobolese knife. Allow me to force one open for you. And how do you plan to do that? By showing you what may possibly be the real murder weapon, huh? It's the... Oh wait, he wasn't... Was he bludgeoned? He was bludgeoned, right? Obviously. Okay. Well, we're not so sure, right? Are we sure right now? I know that the Primo statue could be the real murder weapon, but... This is the only thing possibly that could be the murder weapon. I think it's like, there's something about this that is detachable, right? but my men have already searched every last inch of this embassy, and they conclude that nothing else could have been used as a weapon. Knowing these facts, do you still want to press forward with your little hypothesis? Of course, because it's not possible that your men inspected everything in their investigation. Right. The fire, right? So to my men. I'm not slaying them, I assure you. I'm merely pointing out that their investigation dragnet has a few holes in it. Namely that there is something your men couldn't even lay a finger on. And that item is a real murder weapon. Alright, are the samurai dogs can't be that heavy, right? Maybe they put something in them. Oh wait, you literally couldn't lay a hand on the Prima Duck statue, could you? Yeah. Oh, why did I say the samurai dogs? Okay, but you couldn't lay a hand on the Alabama statue, right? Because only the Prime Minister could do that. There you go, boy. The national treasure of Alibast. The national treasure of Alibast. You mean the Prima Duck statue? I don't know, I repeat myself. Yes. And as you know, only the ambassador and the secretary. I'm just being weird right now. Which I believe means that neither you nor your men were able to examine it, correct? You know very well that if we did that, there'd be an international incident between the Kingdom of Alibas and the Republic of Babel. The two countries' precarious relationship teeters in that balance over a stupid fight related to the sovereignty statue. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. Yeah, we should definitely check that. Agent Lang, if you could take a look at this, the direction the statue is facing just before and after the crime are different. It is very odd. And there's only one conclusion I can draw from that. That you can move the top of the statue. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel's word. Come on. Come on, man. He's most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please let's be rational about it. You're not being rational. Lang Zi says. Just go already. I doubt he says that. He probably does not say that. Okay. Shifu. Yeah? I'm really sorry, sir, but I was unable— Of course you weren't. That's kind of suspicious. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the Prima Duck statue. I see. Wait, but then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go to speak with the ambassador— Oh, don't tell me you're gonna whip. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man is one tough cookie. But I guess you've got to be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know? Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. What was Shifu? Yeah, who cares? Damn, who cares, man? That's the attitude to have. I'll take the fall if I have to later. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine. Who cares if we call it an international scandal? They're already broken up. Alright? Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take the responsibility of that— Oh, you're gonna— Oh, Edros is finally— Edros is gonna be awesome, alright. Maybe I should let you— It'd be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, let's talk more investigating. If we want to know the truth, we can't stop here, right? Action must be taken. Agent Lang, I'd like to run a Illumina. Oh, that is well, technically you're not touching the— Technically you're not touching the statue. If the statue is a murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team in here. Heh, looks like you hit the jackpot, Mr. Prosecutor. I guess this means that this is the real weapon that killed Damask too. Indeed. But I wouldn't celebrate yet if it were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. It doesn't prove that he didn't kill Damask too, so the charge remains. We are hardly done examining the statue, Agent Lang. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. Hey, you think so? Okay then, knock yourself out. Right. Oh, okay, look, there's a handprint below it, meaning someone definitely tried to move it. Huh. And what do we have here? This dirty smudge. It looks like a handprint. What's a definite bit of evidence like you doing under here? Looks like we've got some fingerprints to analyze. Worst case scenario, these prints belong to Larry. That better not be. That better not be it. But it looks like it's too late for me to do anything about that now. I feel nobody trusts Larry. Nobody trusts him. Hey, forensics guy, I want the result on these fingerprints. ASAP. Agent Lang, I have the analysis results, sir. Man. Good, and? Sir, about the prints we lifted from the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Manny Cochin? Yeah. That is what a twist of events. What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. He wasn't even burned in the first. How was his hands smudged anyway, right? So we have to find out how his hands were smudged. He already broke up the country, huh? Oh, so that was the real motive for him getting killed. Because he touched the Premilux statue. Each Premilux statue can only be handled by someone out of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. The statue is actually Babble's Premilux statue. Impossible, it can't be. Larry never once set foot on Bobbly's soul, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us further. The ringleader of a smuggling operation was killed with an Alabastian knife in Bobble, and this random thief guy, we don't yet know the motive why he was killed, right? He was just in there. And Damas too was killed on Alabastian soil with Bobble's national treasure. And the mystery of the great thief Yadagrasu visited both countries. Oh, is that the reflection of him right there? The pieces were there, but I had yet to see the big picture they were to form. Okay. Wow. Alright, this case seems like it's gonna be pretty... This case seems like it's gonna be a good one, alright. This seems like it's gonna be pretty intense. So I'm gonna stop streaming now. Thank you for whoever came over. I think one person came over. Thank you to whoever that was. Whoever that was. Sorry. But I'm gonna stop streaming now. And I'll see you guys next time. And I just had a very awkward voice crack. And then I had another one.